Hello, dear students, myself Dr. B.C. Ajmera. Today I am going to teach you capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is very important units in both the subject compulsory paper, that is financial decision, and optional paper, that is finance and cost accounting 1. Right. So now let us see what is capital budgeting decision. Now in capital budgeting decision we have a theory plus examples, right? So in this unit we will learn some of the important aspect of capital budgeting, like what is capital budgeting, definition of capital budgeting, importance of capital budgeting, difficulties in capital budgeting, and capital budgeting techniques. Again we have a two techniques of capital budgeting, traditional techniques and modern techniques or discounted cash flow based techniques. So now let us see what is capital budgeting. In order to understand the capital budgeting, we have to understand the nature of the assets. There are two types of assets in the business organization: fixed assets and current assets. Decision regarding the fixed assets comes under the capital budgeting decision, and decision regarding the current assets comes under the working capital management, right? So here working capital management means decision regarding the current assets, and capital budgeting means decision regarding the fixed assets. There are two types of fixed assets: tangible fixed assets and intangible fixed assets. A tangible fixed asset like land, buildings, furniture, machinery, technology, etc. Intangible fixed assets like copyright, patent and trademarks. Both types of assets have value, and these values are shown in the balance sheets. Fixed assets has very long life. Fixed assets are used in the routine operation of business organization. In fixed assets, more amount of fund is blocked for longer period of time. Fixed asset is also called the earning assets, or earning capacity of the firm depends on the quality of the fixed assets. So when we decide to purchase fixed asset, we have to think about the cost involved in the fixed assets or initial amount that we require to purchase fixed assets. Generally we have sources of fund, for example capital market, financial institutions or internal sources, right? Whichever sources is cheaper, we will take the fund and finance the fixed assets. So this financing of fixed assets and the benefit and cost related to the fixed asset is analyzed in the capital budgeting decision. Now let us see the definition of the capital budgeting decision. The first definition is given by Professor I.M. Pandey. The definition is like that: the firm's decision to invest its current fund most efficiently in the long term asset in anticipation of an expected flow of benefit over a series of years. Second definition: capital budgeting is the process of identifying, analyzing and selecting investment projects whose return are expected to extend beyond 1 year. In the second definition is very comprehensive definition and a very easy definition to understand the capital budgeting. In that, it is a process of identifying. What do we identify? Cost and benefit related to the asset or project is identified. Second, cost and benefit related to the project or fixed asset is analyzed, and then on the basis of this analysis we select the particularly assets or projects. So identifying, analyzing and selecting the assets or project comes under this capital budgeting, right? So entire process is known capital budgeting decision. Now let us see the importance of capital budgeting decisions. Capital budgeting decision has very long term effect on the company's performance. Therefore it is very important decisions. Capital budgeting decisions are taken in the financial department, so it is having a strategic importance. Now let us see the importance. Number one, growth. Growth of any firm depends on the return on investment, and if firm is growing, then firm is going in a right direction. It means direction and growth depends on the investment in the fixed assets. If wrong investment in fixed assets, then it will change the direction of the firm or create the problems in the growth of the firm. So therefore, growth depends on the right capital budgeting decisions. Capital budgeting decisions are more risky because capital budgeting decisions affect the earnings of the firm or profit of the firm. Moreover, we have to measure two things in capital budgeting decision: cost and benefits related to the assets, and these benefits are future benefits. Future is uncertain and future is vague, so benefits cannot be precisely measured. Therefore, we can say it is a risky decision. Second, huge investment is required. Huge investment is required at initial period. Initial period we need large cash outflow to finance the fixed assets. So therefore, it's a very sensitive decision because it needs huge capital. Irreversibility. Once we take the capital budgeting decision, cannot be reverted, cannot be taken back. And if we take back our capital budgeting decision, then we will have financial loss, right? So in order to avoid the financial loss, we have to be very careful in taking the capital budgeting decision. Effect on other project. Whenever we invest our fund in the project, right, if right decision is there, then this project earns a very good amount or project become profitable. But a slight wrong decision in the project create the loss, and this loss is compensated by the profit of other project or by the company itself, right? So it means the performance of the project affect to the other project. It may be positively or negatively. If project is profitability, then total earnings of the company may increase. If particularly project in which we have made investment is not profitable, then it will have an impact, negative impact on the entire performance of the company. Difficult decisions. Why these capital budgeting decisions are difficult? Because we have to measure two things. Number one, costs and benefits. Benefits related to the particularly assets can never be precisely measured. Moreover, there are different types of terminology related to the benefits. Some experts measure the accounting profit, some experts measure the net profit, some experts measure the net cash flows, right? So different terminology are related with the benefits, and these are the vague things. So therefore, it's very difficult decisions. Now let us see the difficulties in capital budgeting decision. There are three types of difficulties. Number one, measurement problem. Second, uncertainty, and temporal spread. As I have said, that measurement problem is a big problem. We cannot precisely measure the cost and benefit related to the particularly assets. Second, uncertainty. Future benefits are uncertain. We don't know what will happen in future. In a future, project may work or project may not work. If we have purchased technology, right, after 4 or 5 years it may happen that the latest technology come in the market, we need to replace this present technology. So therefore, future is totally uncertain. So that is also affecting the capital budgeting decision. Temporal spread. As we know that capital budgeting decision is a long time decisions. Its effect is long lasting. Therefore, we need a huge amount in the project or assets. If we have a simple project, then amount is blocked for 10 or 15 years. But if we have an infrastructure related project, amount is blocked 25 years to 30 years, right? So very long duration is required, and we calculate the benefits of this long duration, and this benefit is discounted and present value is calculated. So in order to calculate the present value, we need this cutoff rate, hurdle rate, discount rate, or you can say interest rate. So this interest rate is getting fluctuated. Moreover, it is based on market, right? So therefore, you can say that future benefit cannot be precisely discounted with a particularly cutoff rate which is permanently constant, right? We believe it is permanently constant, but as interest rate increase or decrease, the cutoff rate is affected. So thank you very much.